Can you explain Pennsylvania to us a little bit? I haven't talked to you since the call. We know when it happened and was, as I said, way ahead of everybody. We made us look great at NewsNation, partnering up with you guys. Trump wins. There's the vote totals coming in. We talked before, all of us, we had a call before the coverage last night, and this is maybe in the weeds, too nerdy for people, but I don't care. I still think it's important. You were saying that the laws had changed in Pennsylvania, right? So at 1 o'clock in the morning, they were supposed to go to the counties and tell us where all the votes were out. Like we have a tab here. There's not many now, but the votes remaining, and it lists by county. Did they do that? Is that why? Did that have anything to do with why we were, or you were able to make that call well before everyone? It was just after 1, right?
That was exactly why they had these 1201 reports, because all we need to do is, if we have a candidate ahead of the other, we need to go and figure out how many votes are left. And the new law put in place allowed that transparency. Counties complied. They put out good data, and we were able to use that data to figure out that there wasn't enough votes left for Harris to overtake Donald Trump.
So don't tell any of the other networks about that before the next election. This way, you could stay way ahead of them. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. It's a great job. So coming out big picture here, I was talking earlier and I saw the stat that I mentioned that was like 90% of the counties in the whole country, I said, moved right. Governor Sununu arguing the people, the Democratic Party moved left, whatever. But the point is the same, right? Is that there was this, it wasn't just the swing states. What did you make of some of those margins all over the country? Did that surprise even you as you looked at them come in?
It did. It did. I think, if I had told you 6 months ago that Donald Trump had a chance of winning the popular vote, I would have said, oh, okay, that's a little outlier there, Scott. But that's what we're looking at here. Donald Trump winning the popular vote. Donald Trump, carrying a House majority, expanding probably a House majority, and then obviously taking the Senate. It looks on the surface of it as decisive, and some could argue more decisive than his 2016 victory.
I mentioned New York earlier. Cook County, I was bringing it up. We can put it back up. It's right here on the wall. Chicago's Cook County, right? And that's a big move when obviously she still wins it, but that was what we saw so many places. At first we were thinking, oh, just a little bit here and there, but it was more than a little bit here and there in some of these blue states.
Yeah. Look, Donald Trump, that just shows you Cook County is a perfect example of he is making inroads with white working class voters, African Americans. We saw these similar shifts in Texas among counties that are predominantly Hispanic. Look, all the things that we were talking about over the last year about Donald Trump changing the coalition of the Republican Party, we saw that come out in the votes last night, and it's certainly changing the face of elections going forward.
I would say get some sleep, but I hate when people say that. It's like we're not digging ditches, so people have real jobs, so we can do this once every few years. But you did a great job last night. You and your whole team. Congrats to everybody. Thanks for coming on.